Hello friends, have you ever experienced any injury or any cut on your body, any part of your body? What would happen? What happens when you have a cut or an injury on your body? You will notice that the blood stops oozing out after some time. How does this happen? So we are going to learn through this video a wonderful mechanism how this blood stops oozing out. And you're watching Veena's EduGrid, and this is Veena going to take you further in this video. So you have learned that whenever there is an injury, our body has a natural device due to which the blood stops oozing out, and this natural device or natural mechanism is most prevalent even in the animals. Animals are also able to survive even when they have severe injuries. They are able to survive due to this wonderful mechanism. What is this mechanism? What is this natural device? This wonderful mechanism or device is known as coagulation of blood, or you can also say blood clotting or blood coagulation. So before we learn about this mechanism, how it takes place in our body, let us have a quick recap of the composition of blood. And what is blood? What is blood? Blood is a fluid connective tissue which is flowing throughout our body. It connects the different cells, organs, tissues. It connects various parts of our body. That's why it is known as, and it is a fluid part which is flowing into our blood. Hence it is known as the fluid connective tissue. Now what does this blood contain? Blood contains two parts, that is the plasma and the blood corpuscles. Plasma is nothing but 92% of the plasma is filled with water, and 8% of it contains certain components like the plasma proteins. What are plasma proteins? Albumins, globulins, fibrinogen. These form the plasma proteins. The other component is nutrients. Nutrients like carbohydrates, amino acids, fatty acids and glycerols. So these are present as nutrients, and you have few respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. And you also have few excretory substances like ammonia, urea, uric acid and creatinine. You also have few minerals. There are few minerals in our body which are known as like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonates. These are the different minerals present in the plasma of our blood. And plasma of our blood also contains enzymes, hormones and antibodies. So these are the various components present in the plasma of our blood. So you have learned that plasma contains 92% of it is water, and 8% of the various components are present in the plasma. Now the other component of the blood is the blood corpuscles. 45% of the blood is made of blood corpuscles. What are blood corpuscles? They are nothing but the blood cells. We have three different types of blood cells, that is RBC, WBC and platelets. What is RBC? Nothing but red blood corpuscles. They are also known as erythrocytes, and they are red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin. They are manufactured in the bone marrow and they are destroyed in the spleen. We shall learn in detail about this in any other video. This is a brief description that I am giving you in this video. Now, what are WBC? WBC are nothing but the white blood cells or the leukocytes. These are white in color because they do not have the red color pigment, that is hemoglobin, in them. And these are also known as the soldiers of our body. They are known as the policemen of our body. Why? Because they fight against any foreign matter, any disease causing organisms. They also are responsible for our immune system. Then the other part is known as platelets. These platelets are nothing but small. They are enucleated. That means they do not have a nucleus. They are very small and disc-like bodies, and they are colorless bodies present in the blood. And these platelets, they play a vital role in blood coagulation. They help in blood coagulation. If the platelets are not there in our body, then blood will not coagulate. Blood will not clot in our body. So they play a vital role in clotting of blood. So whenever you get a cut or an injury on your hand, finger or any part of your body, what will happen? Immediately the platelets, they will release one enzyme known as thrombokinase. They release an enzyme known as thrombokinase. Now what does this thrombokinase enzyme do? It will act on another substance which is present in the blood, and this substance is known as prothrombin. It will act on prothrombin and it will convert the prothrombin into thrombin. It will convert the prothrombin into thrombin. Once the thrombin is formed, this thrombin, what does it do? It will act on another dissolved state, another substance which is in dissolved state, that is fibrin. It acts on fibrin and it will convert this dissolved fibrin into insoluble fibrin. Now once this insoluble fibrin is formed, this insoluble fibrin, it forms fibers. It forms fibers around the cut. And once these fibers are formed, these blood cells, that is the RBCs, WBCs, they get entangled in the fibers and this forms a plug, and then you will find that the blood stops oozing out. And on the top of this plug, you will find some straw colored liquid like part on the wound, which is known as serum. What is serum? If you want to understand what is serum, then I'll give you one example. Now take milk and boil milk. Once you boil milk, add few drops of lemon juice. Then once you, what will happen when you add this lemon juice? The milk will split or it will break. And you will see the solid part is separated and the water part is separated. The way it happens in milk, the same thing happens to our blood. So when this blood coagulation takes place, suppose this is a test tube and in this there is a blood. So you will find the solid parts here and then you will find the liquid part on the top. So this part is known as the serum. So this solid part gets entangled in the fibers and this serum you can see as a straw colored liquid over the wound. And this whole process of clotting takes place within 3 to 6 minutes. Within 3 to 6 minutes in every organism, the blood clots. The blood stops oozing out due to the formation of this clot, coagulation of blood. But it happens that in some people, this coagulation becomes very slow. That is, clotting of blood becomes slow. What could be the reason for this? One reason could be they lack vitamin K in their body. If vitamin K is lacking in their body, then this process of blood clotting becomes slow in their body. And from where do you get this vitamin K? You get it in green leafy vegetables, milk. So if you have optimum amount of green leafy vegetables and milk in your diet, then your body will have optimum amount of vitamin K and you will never face problems of blood clotting. And there is one more factor, that is hemophilia. This is another condition known as hemophilia. Hemophilia is a genetic disorder. This happens, and when this due to this condition, the blood never coagulates in their body. If the person is having even a small injury, the blood keeps oozing out of the injury, it will not coagulate soon. So this condition is known as hemophilia. It is a genetic disorder. It does not happen in everybody, but it is a genetic disorder. It happens among the children who are born from marriages with close relationships. All those marriages between close relationships, the children born to them, they suffer, sometimes they suffer from the disease known as hemophilia. So this is a genetic disorder. So you have learned how the coagulation takes place, and platelets play a major role in clotting of blood. So platelets are very, very important in our body. Their number in our body per microliter of our blood is 150,000 to 450,000 per microliter in our blood. So platelets play a very important role in clotting of blood. So you have observed, see how God has provided a natural mechanism, a natural device by which we can overcome this oozing of blood from any cut or injury by naturally we can do it. So we have to thank God for giving us such wonderful mechanism. And I also thank you all for watching this video. So keep watching and keep learning so that I make more videos for you. Thank you, friends.